Hey, thanks for coming. Today, I want to answer some questions that someone sent to me. And some of the questions are sophisticated, and so I decided to answer with a video. And some of you may not understand this. That's okay. I will answer, or somebody will answer those questions if you send them to me. The question is specifically about a mantra called the Hamsa Mantra, or the Soham Mantra. And if you go looking on YouTube, for instance, there's a lot of videos about the Hamsa Soham Mantra and techniques that are associated with them. I believe that I'm the only one who has a video about using these mantras to make things appear or manifest in your environment. And let me give you a little background about mantras. All mantras, like all spiritual instruction, should be focused on bringing the person that uses them to a state of enlightenment, rather than samadhi. Samadhi is sort of a stopping point along the way to enlightenment. One of the things that you will notice about people that have attained samadhi, but not enlightenment, is sometime after they've attained the state of enlightenment, they make huge spiritual mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes are hard to separate from the successes. I'll just name one example, and there are many others. Swami Nityananda, who was mostly recovered from his indiscretion with there's a video on the web and other things to show that he did make a mistake. And it's not just me that says that. It was Nityananda himself who said that he had no idea how much people hated him. Yeah. So, even though he attained samadhi, that was a blind side to him. So he's learning from that. Anyway, to get back to mantras. Mantras is a tool for thinking. I have a video on that if you're interested in discovering the sort of the connection between mantras, yantras, and tantras. Okay, so it's a tool for thinking. It should be used to bring you to a state of enlightenment. When you are successful with a mantra, and this means, successful means you get what you want with the intention that you used it. Okay, so mantras can give you wealth, they can give you love, they can give you knowledge, spiritual knowledge, and they can give you knowledge of God. As far as the overview of those four things, none is higher or lower in the sense that if you get what you want with the mantra, then it reinforces the awareness that this reality is made up of desires that take form. Now the Hamsa Mantra can give you all four things. And it will lead you towards a state of emancipation, and it will take you through a samadhi experience. Does it matter if it's a Hamsa Mantra or a Soham Mantra? Well, if you listen to your own breath, you will see that when you breathe in very quietly, the sound that the breath makes coming in is hum. When you exhale, without any vocalization, the sound it makes is sa. So it does this naturally. Now you go look on YouTube and you'll see people that say, that swear up and down that no, it's just the opposite. Well, it doesn't really matter in the ultimate sense. If you look at it, the mantra is there for your instruction. When you used it with the counter to the mantra, breath, okay, so you're saying hum. When the breath is actually exhaling and saying sa, that's a complete cycle built into the whole thing. So this can make things manifest quickly, but there may be a lot of disturbance how it manifests. So after people had a number of examples of this, I decided, well, let's do it with the breath. So rather than quickly, so you have a choice in using it. Once you get what the mantra has to offer, and you need to understand, in order to have success with the mantra, who was the originator of it, what were the circumstances for that, how can you apply those circumstances to you for that. For instance, I have a video on the Gayatri Mantra where it talks about all these things, and how powerful the Gayatri is when it is used in that particular way. Gayatri is a mantra for emancipation. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, of all the mantras, I am the Gayatri. Anyway, so to get back, I'm the inventor, the seer, if you will, of this particular use of the Hamsa. Just like Vishwamitra was the seer of the Gayatri. The purpose that I designed it for is that it'll take you where you are, will get you what you want, and in the process bring you closer to an understanding of the universal consciousness. That's the purpose for which it was devised. Once you get what you want using this technique, sooner or later, usually sooner, you're going to want to use it again. So it's this process of using it over and over again and getting the results over and over again that makes you aware of the presence of God. The presence of God is closely linked to your breath. enter into the mantra. In other words, you're doing the mantra every day, and some process starts to happen. You're doing the mantra. During the process of getting what you want and doing it again to get something else, you start to notice that you're no longer doing the mantra, but the mantra is doing you. And then so what you do is you move from an intellectual understanding to an emotional. So it's okay to understand things emotionally, but it's the emotion tied with the understanding. Understanding usually comes first. When you have an emotional understanding, it means that you have an accomplishment. When you get what you want through the use of the mantra, then you understand what it's really like to have success with that mantra, because emotionally you're happier. All of a sudden, you now have the ability to affect your reality without touching it, seeing it, or hearing it. So the emotional understanding, oh, I did the mantra and I didn't do anything else to try and make this happen, it just happened. How is that going to make you feel? The state of realization, emancipation, is beyond the mind. You use tools to get you into a state of samadhi where the mind stops working. That's what samadhi is. That's a technical definition. When the observer, the active observation, which is the mind, in action, and the object collapse and become one. When they become one, there is no thinking, there is no mind. That's samadhi. So does it matter if you have another technique that helps with this? Yes, absolutely. That's what Tantra is all about. You have success with one technique, it gives you a way to grab hold of your reality. You have another technique, it gives a way for you to grab hold of reality in a different way. When you put them together, they're even more effective. But you should understand that the state of emancipation means freedom, liberation from all the thoughts you have. So even a mantra has to go by the wayside when you come to the state of liberation. I trust that this will help you to come to a better understanding of yourself through the use of the mantra. No matter where you get it, who gave it to you, it's all about you and your state of realization. Thank you.